Hey, what's up guys? Drew here over at RevHiker Outdoors. And first off, let me say that if you hear the dogs in the background, I'm sorry. It is what it is. I live in a neighborhood and some people have dogs. So anyway, I've got a review for you today on this here, what I've got behind me. No, it's not a tarp. No, it's not a shelter. No, it's not a bivvy. No, it's not a canopy. It is actually all three of those. Today I'm going to give you a review on the To-Go Systems Trifecta. This is a really new company, and the owner here, he contacted me, and it was really cool when he sent me this product. He gave me a letter and he said, you know, I was looking for something just like this and I couldn't find it. He's like, so I decided to make it. He goes, now I'm not too tall myself, but my son is 6'5", and so we wanted something that would fit. And so I know I just brought you guys a video about the SOL Escape Bivvy and how good it is, and you guys know how much I love that thing. This is essentially the Escape Bivvy, except with a full-length zipper. This is rectangular, not a mummy. It's got a full-length zipper which allows you to open it up and use it as a shelter like this. Now it's not waterproof, but it's close. This is a Trifecta material. It's like 1406C is what they call it, but it's essentially exactly the same as what the Escape Bivvy is made out of. And what this thing allows you to do is zip it open and have it be a shelter. And the cool thing is it's big enough. It doesn't matter. You could be Shaquille O'Neal and this thing would still be long enough for you because it's like 87.7 inches. It's basically like 7.5 feet long. And a little over 5 foot wide. I can't remember the exact. It's like 60 and some change, or like 70 inches wide when it's all opened up. Yeah, it's like 70 point something, because it's just about 3 foot, or so right around 3 foot wide. I can't remember the numbers, guys, but anyway, this thing's gigantic. With the Bivvy mod that I made, where I put the wedge in the back, this thing is roomier than that without the mod. This thing retails for like 60 bucks. The guy just started, and I will put a link for his website, because as far as I know, it's the only place where you can order them right now. But I wanted to pitch this like this to show you that, like in a hard spot, or even if you're just looking to go ultra light and have like a this is the same reflective material. So you use this as an ultralight shelter or as a bivvy, like how I'm probably going to use it. And you can add layers, or you can slip this over a sleeping bag because it's so big. It'll fit over just about any sleeping bag out there with room to spare. And you can add probably, 25 degrees to your bag with this thing. So I just wanted to give you a quick demo of if you just set up a little ridge line like this, and then I've got some trekking poles as my sides. If you set this kind of up in this position, then you go to bed down for the night, you can lay down and then just kick your stuff out, and bang, folds right down into like a a regular configuration. And but then if you want to, you can leave one side open and just leave it staked down, so you can have a little bit of airflow. But this thing is super versatile. Now let me pick up the camera and I'll show you around this thing a little bit, how I have it set up, and tell you a little bit more about the Trifecta. Okay guys, so that's the company there, To-Go Systems Bivvy Canopy and Blanket. You could use this as a thermal blanket, or if you've got it set up like this, you can see I just got it set up in my yard to show you guys. I just got it on a little ridge line, and I've got some trekking poles here. Now here's the cool thing. These guy outs here basically flip over. So if I were to take this off, just unhook that and let the pole drop out, this thing folds back on top and out of the way when you don't need to use it, or you just flip it over and it's a grommet, and now it's got one of these in each corner for when you need to tie it out, but then it's right back out of the way for the zipper there. Okay, and this zipper, like I said, it's got two zippers, and you can grab it from the inside and out, and you can go all the way around. Now some of you might be saying, oh geez, it's Tyvek, it must be loud as anything. It's actually not. Thank you for cement mixers. Good grief. Anyway, oh, how I wish I lived in the sticks. Anyway, there's this. So yeah, so there's the other zipper. You can see it's got zippers on both sides, and I've just got the corners staked right to the ground, both corners, and that's about it. I mean, this thing is, I'm really pumped up about this, and I really think this could be the Escape Bivvy killer, only because of the versatility. It's everything that I love about the Escape Bivvy, plus it has everything that the Escape Bivvy doesn't. It's kind of like the perfect thing, at least for my needs, for ultralight. And I'm actually thinking about getting another one of these, having one as my bivvy, my sleeping bag, and then having another as my tarp over my hammock. I was going to pitch it diagonally and reflect some of the heat back down that way. So let me zip this thing up and show you guys kind of the size of this thing. Stick around. Okay guys, so now I've got this thing all zipped up, and I want to give you a little bit of you know, size, show you what it's kind of like. So width-wise, you can see if I line it up with one side of my shoulders, I've got a lot left over. I mean, this thing it's definitely going to be a lot more comfortable than the Escape Bivvy. And the nice thing is when I'm in my hammock, I like that my legs kind of come apart as I'm laying down, and this thing has a lot of room where it counts. It's the same width, so being that it's rectangular, it's going to have a lot more leg room. It's going to allow you to bundle up a little more and be more comfortable with that. And then lengthwise, you can see I'm like 6'1", so my arm span is actually a little bit more. It's more like my arm span's about 6'4", and I've got a lot of bag left over at the end. You know, as far as height comparison, if I put this on the ground, it comes up way over my head. So this thing, like I said, it is everything that the Escape Bivvy is, and it's also everything that it's not. Let's get to some of the specs. The weight, for you guys who like the metric system, it's 333 grams. That translates to like 11.4 ounces, right in that neighborhood. So this thing is well under a pound, and for a sleeping bag, see, here's a cool thing. If you have an Escape Bivvy, or if you've seen a lot of videos on the Bivvy, or you know, I know for myself, I know exactly what that thing will do temperature-wise. So I know the kind of the role that this bag is going to fit. It can be standalone, you know, down to about freezing with the right clothes. This thing, I think, would probably actually even outperform the Escape Bivvy, for the simple fact that there's a lot more room and there's a lot more dead air space. I told you in the last video, one of the downfalls of the Escape Bivvy is when you're pressed up against the side of it, you lose a lot of heat through just through conduction. You know, you'll lose it right out the side. There's not like that thick insulation, but otherwise it's a really good insulator. Now this thing doesn't have any of those issues. Now I'm rolling it down kind of to show you about what this packs up to. You know, less than the length of your forearm, and maybe about as big around as your forearm or so. So it's maybe a little bigger than that for some people. But this thing packs down. It's really lightweight. I think it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to get out and give this like a real field test. I am planning like a motorcycle camping trip with my dad in the upcoming weeks, so it's probably going to get down, like last night it was in the low 40s, so in the next couple weeks it's probably going to be in the 40s, or maybe even the 30s at night, so I'll be able to give this thing a really good field test. But for now, as far as initial impressions and kind of some of the setups, I'm super impressed with this thing, and I cannot wait to use it some more. This could be the answer to the Escape Bivvy not being big enough. This could be your Escape Bivvy XL if you've been waiting for that. So again guys, that's 2Go Systems, and I will put a link in the description for this guy's website. I thank him for sending it to me. I'm not paid or anything like that. You guys know it's kind of standard operating procedure. I don't get paid. Some people do choose to send me things and they ask me to review them, and this is my honest review. I am pumped because I love the Bivvy, and I know I'm going to love this thing because it's essentially the same but bigger, and you can use it as a blanket or a canopy. So anyway guys, I hope you really enjoyed this review. I know I enjoyed making it. I'm super excited to use this thing. So don't forget to check out 2Go Systems. Like I said, that's the only place you can get it is their website. But anyway, this thing retails for 60 bucks, and so it's a little bit more than the Bivvy, the Escape Bivvy, but I think you're getting you're getting a lot for that money. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Have fun.